I'm so happy to be involved with the Architectural Digest Home Design Show. It is the best resource. You find everyone here, from kitchen and bath manufacturers to the smallest, most wonderful, exquisite artisans. So many designers tell me that they love being in business, but they actually don't know how to run a business. And I thought it was important to talk to two people who really know a lot about running a business, Alexa Hampton and Jamie Drake, who are very successful designers, very articulate, and I felt that they had a lot to share. You know, it's not often discussed, and it's certainly not as seductive as chatting about an amazing artisan or a beautiful garden. But design is a $6.2 billion a year business. It's not just the star designers. Small companies play an essential role in keeping our design world vibrant and alive. For special insight, I've invited two great talents who are experts at balancing both the art and the business of design. Alexa Hampton is a force to be reckoned with. She's a vibrant and energetic leader, and the word impossible isn't part of her vocabulary. Jamie Drake is also a true talent, and I greatly admire his encyclopedic knowledge of design and the decorative arts. The energy and passion that Jamie and Alexa bring to their work and to the design community is unparalleled. Please join me in welcoming them. The business of what you do is fascinating to me. You know, I run a business for Condé Nast, but in truth, I don't have an entrepreneurial bone in my body. So for people who start their own businesses and make it, which you have done, how did you get started?
I got started very accidentally. I literally had a very brief period when I went to a very fancy private school. So I was there for about 2 months, and yet I met this friend, and his father was an extraordinarily rich man. A few days after graduating, I got a call, and Errol and his father both decided to move to new apartments, and would you like to do them? And so now I understand completely why people send their children to those kind of schools, because it's about the connections you make. And so I had a business without any plan. And it was not a conscious decision. I think I would have maybe gotten lucky enough to be where I am in my career now sooner if I might have gone to work for one of the traditional route of going to a great firm for 5 years and learning the ropes before you go off on your own.
And Alexa, you took over your father's firm after he passed away after a short illness. You were so young, 27 years old.
In a way, I think it was a blessing, because instead of inheriting a method or methodology, because I didn't have all of the knowledge from my father about the business nuts and bolts, I was able to look at other industries and speak to other people and get my own bearings.
What was the advice that got you going and set you on the right track?
Right when my father died, I spoke to Sean Driscoll of the catering firm Glorious Foods, and he told me, first off, he was like, you know, the most important thing that you need to do is have enough working capital, to which I probably responded, what's working capital? And that has been my battle cry throughout, even now. I like to make sure that I have enough money available should something bad happen. Low-level anxiety and fear are great motivators forever. The minute you stop being fearful about being prudent or saving money or doing what you've got to do, that's when you can really get into trouble. So I'm all about fear and pain.
How big is your office? How many people do you have?
We're 14 people, so I think that's big enough to be efficient, but small enough still that I can be micromanagerial. I approve every trim. I'm a fast approver. Bring me the right groups or the right selections, or bring me more. There's a fine line between delegating and managing.
I love the people in my office, and I want their opinion. Like, it is collaborative in the office. I admire the taste of my fellow
And don't you think that
workers.
your clients find it a positive that you have a support team and support staff? I think that there's a certain level of extra confidence that it's not all on one person's shoulders.
And does markup change? You know, is there a standard percentage that people expect? Has that changed at all now with First Dibs and One Kings Lane? And honestly, everybody's sort of feeling like they can be a decorator because of reality TV shows.
When I spin things in my head about how the industry is changing, I don't like to be negative about it, because obviously I want to be happy to go to work. So instead of feeling sad that it's in a dynamic moment right now with First Dibs and all these things that have wonderful effects for us all, I think, oh, this is wonderful. This is a great dynamic moment where I'm going to have a voice in what this career looks like going forward.
But it doesn't matter. I'm not selling discounts. or access. Anybody can go get it. I'm selling expertise and time and wisdom.
What makes a great client relationship?
There's something about decorators and designers. There's obviously some personality quirk where we, need to please people, and that's why we're in this business. And I think that's important. It's not something to be ashamed of. I think it's wonderful to care and to get that nourishment of pleasing people when we can. But in order to do that, I think obviously the best clients are the ones with whom you're the most compatible. And they find you because they like their style, and they must have a style that you must also like.
I look for reality, and I look for people that I feel are honest and open. I think that what you really have to look for is somebody who you feel is being transparent and can define what they want and are realistic. If somebody says they want to do a grand living room and they have $50,000, well, we know that really isn't realistic in this day and age.
Have you ever fired a client?
I have, but nicely. The truth is that if things are going really badly, it's that you're incompatible and that you can fire them by saying, I don't think you're happy. And even though that sounds like a dodge, I do think it's true.
It sounds like dating, actually.
It does. Like, it's not me. It's
not you.
It is you. It's totally you.
It's a service business, and if somebody asks you to do something, you do it, or they're going to get someone else to do it.
But you do it with pride.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like beaten down by it, you think, this is great. They can call me. There's no snobbery or anything keeping them from, please call me. We are here to help our clients. Everything you do for your client, you are on their team. You have to think of yourself as on their team. It's not adversarial. So if something bad is happening to my teammate, I need, of course, to do everything I can to help. This is our project, our collective project. And if something is broken, I want to be a part of fixing it.
I think ending on the positive note that you're all in a team together is a very good thing. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.